EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today we've got a fun little clash in the AFC as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Now Isaiah Pacheco going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chiefs take over first downs in at their own 40-yard line.
And Mahomes going to put it up right away. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. He's across midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. That'll be caught. It's Tony. 1st and goal. A chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right.
High
That's
mark.
The highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Harrison Butker at kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. There's the former Chief, man they watched for years, Tyreek Hill. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. First carry for Raheem Mostert. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now Tua going to change the play. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. He's got room to roam. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 47 yards. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A run by Pacheco on second down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I love football lingo, the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, Mahomes. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. A 23-yard run, and the Chiefs have taken the lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
That's the score. Chiefs 14, Dolphins 7. for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He's going to try and go deep again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Tua. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
In motion, Hill. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. All right, rifles one. That's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. James has got it, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Steps away. Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. How about this? He's to the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 83 yards. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. To a fast pass outside, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. In the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job. And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossett. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down. Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we ended up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down. Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you, and that time they were on guard. Incomplete.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Play action. Now it's Tua. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Patrick going to change the play. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Able to find Gray here. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Connell. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Keon Crossett. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Tour's throw caught by Higgins. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. Touchdown! Raheem Mostert. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And that's another route the defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. On the carry, it's Hill. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Flushed out right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Pardon, I think he's got to be careful as he continues.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Miami Dolphins. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Miami. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. From the 33, here's second down and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. Completes this to Elijah Higgins. That one good for 26 and a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Tua signaling to change things up.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Room here to run. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And now Jackson will look to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson forced out to his left. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. They'll send Beckham in motion right. Another run here with Dobbins. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And credit the tackle to Brandon Jones.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Lamar changing the play. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run for the first time with Hill. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Going again on the ground here with Hill. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back at him. They get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the
whole
whole thing.
I
love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Jump on three, kick. Out.
This is Hill. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. From midfield, here's Tua. That's out to Hill, right side complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Tua. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now Jackson on second down. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally is a sure-handed target.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jason Sanders, the kickoff for Miami.
Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now it's 2nd and 9. Jackson. And this one too low. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. He wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Third down, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Beckham goes in motion left. 4th down. Here's Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have a Ravens first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. To throw is Jackson. Big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Phillips picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He'll get that one complete to Connor. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. David Ajabo running in to take him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's got it down to the 28.
Get to the line!
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. On the out route, he's got Mostert. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Ready.
2nd and 1 from the 2. Running right, here's A-Chain. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon A-Chain taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-3. after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decided to run a little screen play. Maybe get their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick first down.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Now Jackson. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First play from scrimmage. Watson going to throw it. Steps away to his left. Able to find a lot of empty space. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they are not going to let him can turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. He's just got to throw this one away.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you want to make sure that on an opening drive that you at least stay out there for a while and get into the flow of the game. A 3-and-out would have been problematic, but that's a good throw there to ensure they get another set of downs.
That good for 22 and a first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
First down, Eagles.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 30-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a run there by Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Tua. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away and could cost them a ball game?
And he's only able to get it to right around the 3.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they'll change things up. Flushed out right. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. He's got space past the 25. Look at the big man rumble. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Hurts going to keep it running right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Hurts going to take this himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Dolphins nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. On the option left, it's Hurts. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Swift. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They're going option play on third down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, fans of old-school football, they got to be loving this, partner. All 3 drives so far have ended in a touchdown, and all 3 on the ground.
And when you say fans of old-school football, count me in, because you just don't see ground games dominate the scoring, but pounding the rock like this anymore. To me, this is refreshing.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This pass complete to Higgins. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
5-yard gain on the play.
21G.
That's good.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. He's into space past the 25. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Tua now on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Robbie Chosen. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Once again, it's Swift. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a third and long. Throwing is Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 64 yards. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he powers his way up past the 30. And now they're in the hurry up. Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Gainwell gets it on the option. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Gainwell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They will run it with Swift here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He couldn't quite find the goal line, but a good run of 8 yards is going to make it an interesting 4th and goal now. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free. And those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
And going deep for Hill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this returnable for Hill. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10.
Solo left Zion.
Throwing Tua. Pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Tua. His throw incomplete.
But they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Tua. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness, there was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Hurts to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, 50 yards. And the Eagles use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss